Good evening from Houston, Texas. I'm Ed Cohen with Jay Williams. And Jay, this city home to the eighth wonder of the world, the Astrodome. We'll see on the floor who stands out tonight.
I don't know about that, Ed. I may have to disagree with you on that. The eighth wonder of the world is the Red Rowdies. Let's get loud. Let's represent. Houston Rockets, what time is it?
They are certainly impressive. Let's do this in Houston. Great things, Jay, from Houston since they acquired Chris Paul to pair with James Harden. But on the other side, Donovan Mitchell, 13th pick in the draft, sensational rookie season. And then you factor in Ricky Rubio, who rediscovered his outside touch.
And the outside touch for Ricky Rubio is everything for his game. We all know that he is one of the best in the NBA. But the ability to keep the defense honest by knocking down shots off P&Rs is everything for Rubio. And then you combine that with having a young Dwayne Wade. And that's who Donovan Mitchell is, but he's a better outside shooter. He led the league in three-pointers made, broke the record. That goes to show you how expansive his game is, from using his upper frame to attack the rim and to punish people with his mid-range game, but also to extend the defense with knocking down the tray.
Team foul number 1. Derek Favors at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 66%. Misses the first. Knocks down the second after missing the first. With the rock, it's Chris Paul. To Harden. Here comes the screen. Rudy Gobert with a piece.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Rubio. Shot from the lane won't go. Now Paul with the basketball. They trail by 1. Ooh, Chris Paul missed his first. That one goes.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Jay, we talk about it all the time. The coaches in this league, who best puts their players in a position to shine? And now I give you Quinn Snyder.
I remember Quinn Snyder, after an ugly loss to Atlanta last year, really made some changes to their system. And here's the thing I love about Quinn Snyder. He recruited me when I was 15 and 16 years old. He was an assistant coach at Duke. The way he spoke to me really got me to buy in. He taught me that it was about being part of something bigger than yourself. And when you buy into what Quinn Snyder preaches, that's how you end up beating OKC in the first round NBA playoffs.
Can't connect from in close.
But if great shooters keep getting open looks, it's a matter of time before they start knocking them down. You have to start contesting some shots.
To Joe Ingles. Here's a chance from long range. Tough shot for Joe Ingles. No good.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Gets toughness right there. Physical inside. Gets it to go.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
To Favors. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Paul into the front court. Down a point. Harden. Derek Favors able to recover with the block.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Joe Ingles. Screen coming. Mitchell guarded by Clint Capella. To Gobert. Rudy Gobert. 2 for 3 now here in the first.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays, no one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
To Harden. Here comes the screen. Rudy Gobert snatching it out of the air. And that's going to get out of bounds off of Harden. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. To Joe Ingles. Rockets have the ball. Austin Rivers, great feed, nice pace, sets it up and slams it down. Good luck keeping up with that.
Did you see that jump? It was as quick as a pogo stick.
To Favors. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
The okey doke. Let's see if he'll try that one again.
Paul across the timeline. Exactly a minute to go here in the opening quarter. From the outside, no good. Kenneth Faried lays it in.
I see this happen all the time. It used to happen to me. Sometimes an easy offense allows more effort to translate to the defensive end.
Mitchell with it up top. His team up by 1.
Austin Rivers, that's his first personal foul.
Grayson Allen at the line. And he connects on the first free throw. Knocks down the second free throw.
I like that.
3 for 3. Nice. Paul into the front court. The score 12-8. Off the mark. What on earth was he thinking?
Misses happen. Don't put your head down. Let that motivate you on the defensive end. Use it for something positive.
Derek Favors with the block. They'll recover. 3 to shoot. From long range. Knocks it down.
I mean, does he have eyes in the back of his head or what? I get paid money to watch and study this game daily. Even I didn't see that angle.
Final shot of the period, no good. He couldn't get it to drop. Horn sounds ending the first quarter. Time to turn the page after a close first quarter. Jay, what stood out?
Well, first off, I'm going to take my analytical hat off and then put my fan hat on. This has been a blasé first quarter. Not good, not bad, right in between. Let's see how both teams come out and try to adjust themselves in the second half.
Here comes the screen. To Faried. Able to convert inside.
Old school equals high percentage.
It's Jazz ball. To Korver. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. That's off the side of the rim, short.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Gerald Green tips it.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
I got him. Here we go.
Paul.
Here we go.
That's off the side of the rim, no good. To Rubio. Gobert. Oh, nice find for the basket.
And did you see the lift on the shot? Did you see the ball release off the hand? To be able to have the concentration to finish with such a feathery touch in the midst of contact, that's something special to watch.
Paul, down to Faried. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Here's Rubio into the front court. Down by 1. Here comes the screen. Rubio matched up with Paul. Down low for Gobert. Rudy Gobert. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Hey, kick me the ball.
It's Paul for 2. Wide open. Too easy. You can't give him that look.
Man, he's got the defender out there tap dancing like that on national TV. That's not a good sign.
Now whistle and a timeout for Utah as they'll talk things over in a 1-point basketball game.
Into the game for Utah, number 45, Donovan Mitchell.
Rubio to Korver. Deep right corner. Working hard on the glass. Paul the rebound. Harden into the front court. Leads just a point. Over to the right side. Paul off the iron. No good. Mitchell with the basketball. He'll run the offense. Stuffs it down with authority.
And no emotion, just that ice-cold stare. That's a sign of somebody who's here to compete.
Here's Paul, controlling the offense to Capella. Probing the defense.
Hey, it's a mismatch down here. Throw it in.
Runner here won't go. To Rubio. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Because in certain players' mind, it doesn't matter if they're amongst the trees or not. They're always going to be the giant in the paint.
Paul with it up top. They're down 3. Ooh, Chris Paul. Ooh, 3 for 8. He's got to do better.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
To Gobert. Got it.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
James Harden has got 2 shots coming. A career 85% free throw shooter. Oops, he missed the first one. And he's able to hit the second after missing that first one. Mitchell with it up top. Counting down toward a minute to go in this first half. To Rubio. From the painted area, won't go down. Gordon with it. They trail by 2. To Harden. Rudy Gobert sends it away.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Utah's got it. To Rubio. Here comes the screen.
All right.
Rubio to Favors. Tough make through traffic.
D. Favors may never become the star that some of us expected him to be for a guy taking 3rd overall in the 2010 NBA draft. But what he has done is build himself a very solid NBA career by being a strong, low-post presence.
Had a chance, but it's no good. Rudy Gobert swats it. Oh, bad pass as the Rockets come away with it. Desperation shot here from half court. Time expires. Jazz have the lead.
The Jazz have the advantage on the score. And that concludes our halftime report. Thanks for joining us, and see you again after the game.
Now Paul with the basketball. His guys trail now by 4. Here comes the screen. Paul to Harden. James Harden, not shaken for the early struggles. Maybe this is a sign of things to come.
There is no recovery, Ed, in particular if the defender does not stay on balance.
Down low to Favors. Scores from the post.
I remember my high school coach said one man can't beat five. Well, I'm telling you right now, he lied. I'm watching it happen in person.
Ball into the front court, trailing by 4. Here comes the screen. They work it to Capella, down low. Goes reverse to lay it in.
In the paint, you need to finish, just like that.
Here's Rubio up top. His guys lead here, early stages, third quarter. Mitchell, Harden's on him. Has a look. Jumper's good.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Here's Paul. Brings it up the floor. To Harden. Sizing up the defense. Harden to Capella. And finishes strong. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Paul across the timeline. His group now down 2. Ooh, Chris Paul. 4 out of 10.
You see, the savvy players, they can create contact. They can throw their arms into you, even their bodies into you, and as soon as the refs blow the whistle once or twice and you become hesitant defensively, they got you right where they want you.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The refs bit, and that's the game.
For the youth.
Derek Favors at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. Shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. Free throw's good. A 3-point play. And with that, they go up by 3. Paul into the front court. Looking to make something happen. James Harden. He has struggled just a little bit. 2 for 5. The challenge defending a guy who can be a 1 or a 2.
We're not old men talking about this game. We don't define players by positions anymore. Is he a 1 or is he a 2? No, he's James Harden. He's a scorer and an elite passer.
To Rubio. Almost. Tough shot in traffic. The crossover gets inside and the slam dunk.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size, but in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
DJ Tucker, that's his 2nd personal foul. Team foul number 2.
We have both squads set to make some moves right now. Rudy Gobert trying to cash in on the 3-point play. Not the best career mark, 62%. Free throw up and good. Gives him a 2-point lead. It's in the hands of James Harden. Rudy Gobert sends it away.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
To Gobert. 4-3. It's Fareed with the rebound. Rivers with the basketball. His guys find themselves trailing by a bucket. Oh, he had him there for a second. Rudy Gobert pins it.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Not that time. To Harden. Fires the 3 with James Harden, muscle memory. Gets it to go.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Ingles matched up with Harden. To Gobert. Knocked loose. Rockets have the steal. Picked up. Here we go. Goes to the right side. Harden. Too easy. Defense has to communicate.
And here's a setup, Ed, down the stretch. From a player who's been in these type of positions, eventually I'm going to hit you with a head fake, and you're going to have to jump considering I just made the last couple of threes. And that's when I find an easy way to get to the rim, or force the defense to collapse. They kick out for, guess what? Another one.
Another follow, stays out. Here comes the screen. Mitchell against Tucker. Kenneth Fareed, huge block.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Harden to Rivers.
Come on, you gotta work around the screen. You're killing me.
To Fareed. Shot from the lane won't go. Knocks it down from mid-range. Late heave to beat the buzzer. 3 quarters down with the Rockets in front. It's Utah basketball as we begin the 4th quarter. We've got a one-possession game going on. This has the look of a race that's going down to the wire.
And it looked that way from the very beginning, but this is where the coaches and the best players on the floor really earn their money down the stretch. It's game time.
Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
To Korver. Trying to cash in, off the mark. He's made those before, but that was well defended. To Harden. From the outside, no good.
And that's next level defense. The defender took away the pocket space of the shooter. Now as a shooter, they shoot hundreds of shots each and every day from that pocket with consistency. Now you force them to change the angle or the positioning of that pocket, you're going to lower the chances of them making that shot.
Oh, too much contact. Free throws on the way. Chris Paul, a couple of free throws on the way. A career 86% from the line. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Missed that one. His coach cannot be a happy camper.
See, when good shooters catch, they just shoot. When bad shooters catch, they become hesitant, reluctant. That's the first sign of a guy that doesn't have confidence.
Grayson Allen. To Korver. Screen coming. Going to launch beyond the arc. Won't go down. Love the hustle. Sprawl down on the deck. That is great vision to set it up. Harden, that's off the side of the rim, short. To Korver. Easy pad to the rim.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Paul with it up top. Leads 4. Fareed to Harden. Has a chance. Gets it to go. Someone clearly missed their rotation.
Look, the Rockets don't take too many mid-range jumpers. Actually, last season, they led the league in three-point attempts. Glad to see them actually find a two-point shot relevant these days.
New blood coming in for both sides.
Entering the game,
To Allen.
number 15, Clint Capella.
Paul. Count the bucket for 2.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Rubio into the front court. His club staring up at an 8-point deficit. To Favors. Off the assist.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ball game.
Nothing going here on that drive. The drive, right to the basket. It goes down.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
To Allen. To Favors. Clint Capella rejects it.
You know, sometimes basketball can become a very beautiful thing to watch. During the regular season, things can get difficult. Energy can be low. The passion at times can even be lower because players are tired. They're fatigued. But today, it's all been good. They're putting in an absolute show with killer efficiency and tremendous effort and intensity.
To Allen. Beyond the arc for three. He was crowded. Grayson Allen off the mark.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
Eric Gordon finished second in the Sixth Man of the Year voting after winning the previous year. But what's even more astonishing is watching his development at his time in Houston. In New Orleans, often it looked like he was lost. But there's no doubt about it. In H-Town last year, he found a second life.
To P.J. Tucker. Paul. Baseline drive. Short jumper won't fall. The follow won't go either. Clint Capella now 4 for 9. Jazz will take a timeout. They're down big in this fourth quarter and a chance here to empty their bench. Shifting gears, here comes some substitutions. Rubio picked up by Paul. Mitchell. Tough shot. Well defended.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
To P.J. Tucker. Harden. Layup goes down. Well done.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. With the rock, it's Chris Paul. Curling inside. Rudy Gobert with a piece.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Shot clock to 4 for Houston. 24-second violation. He'll let one fly from half court. It's the Rockets who are victorious as they win this one handily. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.